Welcome back guys, and today we are here with an interesting one. This actually isn't my deck, this is Socur in the Steam Showdown. He has just hit top 8, he went 4-1. This is his Grixis Madness deck, but it's only a light splash into blue. He only runs 2 prize amalgams, but I've been testing this matchup for his opponent actually, and I really like this deck. He's one of the few people I've actually been watching in the Steam Showdown. Not because I don't like anyone, it's just because his deck was interesting. And I really liked watching it, and I got the chance to play it, like I said, testing for his opponent, and I thought, hey, let's make a video on it, and I'll put a link in the description to his channel if you want to watch his progress to the tournament, and all his videos and stuff. He does normal videos as well. I think he's German. Actually, I know he's German, so keep that in mind. And yeah, so the deck is generally built around the whole Haunted Dead plus, burn spells with like fiery tempers and then prize amalgams bringing stuff back, all that good stuff. It's an interesting list, it's pretty powerful, and I'm not going to spend too long on it because it's his list, so I can't justify card choices. But it does run 2 Gear per Orreries and 1 Midnight All, so I was already in love to start things off with. But yeah, we will just jump into some gameplay here, and like I said, if you want his list, ask him for it. And then it's nice being able to jump straight into a game. I have a weird situation with Duels where I don't play lots of different decks at the same time. Like, I'll focus on one deck, I'll play an absolute shit ton of it, and then I'll move on eventually when I get bored of it. And so like you'll never see me though go like green red ramp into like red deck wins. I'll just keep playing green red ramp over and over and over again until I get bored of it, and then I'll move into a new deck. So this is my new deck at the minute, and I've been having fun with it. And hopefully we can do it some justice, get some wins. We are ranked 37, so we have been climbing the ladder pretty efficiently. Not with a one-land hand though. That was a very tempting one-land hand, but it's still not keep. If we're playing an aggro deck, this hand is like the best control hand in the world, but if not, this isn't the most solid hand. I mean, you've got Key to the City, and Key to the City is just an absolutely fantastic magic card in these sort of decks, so I'll keep. I've got every spell is castable in this hand. It's not great. Looks like we're a burn deck now. It's not great, but it is serviceable. And we can start drawing cards off Key to the Sea, so we should be able to get some magic done. Find our second colour, start drawing some powerful cards. Get the Haunted Deads found, etc, etc. Our opponent is on blue. He has got the Black Lotus sleeves, so you therefore know he is an expert. He's probably top 8'd every single Pro Tour, and we have to be prepared for that. He's also blue-white. It looks like we're playing a control deck. I'm not going to discard this turn because I want to get value, and then we're going to have lots of stuff to do next turn anyway. And you see, now we can discard a prized amalgam if he doesn't play a creature, and then we can start going somewhere from there. But I mean, we're drawing an extra card a turn, that's always nice. I don't like it if our opponent's on control, because our deck does grind very well, but this hand is not particularly adjusted to grinding pretty well. Okay, so I'm not in the position. You know what? I might just Fiery Temper his face. I know I kind of just went against that, but we can, try and bait out a counter spell or something, and we're probably going to be putting them at his face if he's a control deck anyway. So probably could be Jeskai Tutelage, in which case we'd want to end the game fast anyway. So, well, we found a second colour at least, but it's not really the second colour we were after. And I don't particularly want a second key at the minute, so I'll pass this back. I'll probably just fire another Fire Temper for his face, or Prize Amalgam or something, and then we can go from there. Okay, Chandra. We'll probably stop pointing these burns, but we'll kill a Chandra here, I think. So yeah, we'll just kill a Chandra. Like I said, these games are going to go grindy anyway, so Suppression Bonds, that's an interesting choice. Do get 2 for 1 tier, but not really too much we can do about it. I'm going to pay the mana as well because I still want to draw cards. This hand isn't exactly blowing my mind here with how good it is. And I will use my colorless mana. Actually, you know what? We might draw a black spell. We probably should use double red. And Well, this worked out kind of okay. I mean, at least we can cast our Bowmat Curry this turn. It's probably just going to kill it anyway, but we get to inflict our first creature blood, turn 6 into the game. Still haven't found black mana. Like I said, I'm not sure if I said he only runs 22 lands, which is my only complaint with the deck. I'd want at least 23, maybe 24. I think 22 is on the low side for me. That's my only complaint with the deck. But I might even try and get. I mean, I can't cast as Midnight All yet, so it's probably the next thing in the discard fodder after Prized Amalgam. But we have our. I don't know. So interesting. Hang on. That's his Battle for Zendikar. Tell me it's a Battle for Zendikar card. Discovering new bugs every day. It says Battle for Zendikar. This card. So what could it be? What's Battle for Zendikar in this deck? I can't think. I genuinely can't think. I don't know. It'll probably be Battle for Zendikar. I'm going to pay the mana again, like I said. We need to find colours. Tap like that. Okay, there's black, finally. We will attack here. Because I might even discard my hand if he points a removal spell at this. I don't think I'm quite at that stage yet, but... Blessed Alliance, interesting. Question is, do I want to get everything in my hand in my graveyard and draw one card? I don't think we do, no. If I had like a hand of like 3 Haunted Deads, I might have done it, but let's see if it's the same. No, yeah, so it just tells you a set. Awesome. Not really too useful, but I guess we just hardcast this. We've got all our colours now, so we don't need the energy. Next turn we'll slap out Midnight All plus a Key to the Sea or something, and then we've got to keep in mind we start pinging ourselves for every damage we take. This is a weird game. We're both very, very slow at the blocks. We're both on 20 life. Well, he's on. I mean, the only damage I've taken is from myself, I think. How have I taken damage actually? Chandra, yeah. He does have the lands, but I'll happily trade a Prized Amalgam off. So I can also instant speed Avacyn's Judgment. So if he activates Needle Spires, I'll happily ping that thing for 1. But I think it's worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think it's worth going Midnight All here, and then see if he counters it. He does not. We can just slap down a second Key to the City. So we're going to be drawing a lot of cards now. Then we can start getting some magic going, hopefully. Interesting that he didn't activate the land. I think it's probably worth to make the 1/4. I guess I would have just pointed a removal spell at though, so who am I talking? I don't know what's in his hand though, because he didn't counter. You would have countered Midnight Owl surely if he had it. Imprisoned in the Moon. That's actually... Do we have any enchantment removal in this deck? I don't think we do. So that's actually permanent in this deck, which is kind of sad. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Collective Effort to kill the enchantment. God, it's I never liked that people use Collective Effort in in control decks. It's not for me. I think we will now. No, actually, these both have value, so we'll just wait. I think I'm just going to cash in this Midnight. I'm cashing my hand here with the keys on end step, and then I'll draw like 4 cards. We've got so many lands that eventually we'll get something going. And we can draw like a Haunted Head and start getting some magic going that way. So yeah, this is a weird game. His only real win condition so far has been Chandra, and I wouldn't really class that as a win condition. Apart from that, I mean, our library's smaller than his, and he's a control deck, which I think is a bit bizarre. But go like this. I should have done this the other way around. I'm going to cost myself 2 points of damage. Okay. Actually, no, I can just do this. It's fine. But yeah, I want to get the trigger off. The trigger off Bloodhole Priest's ability if it resolves. And and it looks like it's going to, so he must have a removal spell, but at least I got a shock out of the deal. And I guess he, speaking back about 10 turns ago, he didn't activate the lands because Key the Sea makes his spells unblockable, so I guess I should keep that in mind. We don't have an NEG, so I'll use this land and this land. Draw a land. Pay you, we'll use a red and a black. Okay, Scrap Heap Scrounge is good, so is a thingy. Can we empty our hand here? We can. So, go like this. Discard you. Do we have a creature we want to exile? We don't, so I don't particularly want to just throw Scrap Heap into the graveyard. Sometimes I do that if I want to save it for end step, but because we want to actually so we can draw 2 more cards next turn. Oh no, we'll try and hit him for 6. He's probably got another Blessed Alliance, but like I said, this Blood Hole's already done 4 damage to him, so if he does have a second Blessed Alliance, at least we kind of go neutral damage wise. Well, we connected, so he's down to 5 life. He's dead on board next turn. We're drawing 3 cards next turn. Got plenty of mana for it, so I don't know. I don't know what's in his hand. He's got 3 cards and they're not really doing anything. Gaia Reed Sanitarium. Maybe I should have kind of read up. guess you're going in the graveyard. That's actually fine for me. I know it's kind of sad because Lupine Prototype, I've never actually cast it yet, and that kind of we're actually hellbent at the minute. But see, because he did that, because he looted there, we can now activate Scrap Heap Scrounge at end step, which I guess we could have done anyway actually, but. Get to hit him for another 3 years. He's down to 2 life. I think we've already used most of our burn though, so I don't think it actually matters in our graveyard as long as we don't use like prized amalgams. He's down to 2 life and we have an unblockable creature that can keep coming back. Okay, Gear Up Orrery is a good card. Pay 2. Black. Perfect. So we can go. Is it perfect? I kind of want to cast the Gear Up Orrery. I guess we attack first. So we oh yeah, we just, yeah. There's, I mean, it's gonna be, yeah. There's one way to do this. I think it's go like this. Gear Up Orrery. Gonna keep playing out my lands now, just. So we get our prize amalgam back, and then end step we'll discard Haunted Dead, and then we'll have a Hellbent hand, and we'll be able to draw 3 cards of Gear Up Orrery, and that should be a lot. And like I said, any of these creatures are unblockable now, so it's this deck is sweet when it goes off. Like, look at this, we're doing it. When did our second prize amalgam get in the graveyard? Oh yeah, we discarded it ages ago. But I guess we could have actually won on the Tourney Planar Outburst if we'd bring this back second main phase. So yeah, I could have won this like 2 turns ago now, but I think we're still in a fantastic situation. Because Prize Amalgam comes back on end step, and its triggers on end step, and because I did it on end step it came back on the next turn as you saw there. But I should have activated this on his second main phase, so I could have came back a turn earlier and been able to kill him with exactly enough damage. That's kind of sad. Nothing I can do about that. Does this lose its name as well? This is so confusing. Exile target creature, yeah, and all other creatures, so it doesn't exile the other prize amalgam. But yeah, we're just going to do this. We're going to draw 1,000,000 cards. And then we should be able to punch our way through here. And don't pay with the key because I want the Gear Up Orrery trigger to go off. There's a pretty good draw. Crack our clue here just to see what we get. Get another land, so I will play out red and then I will discard. He's probably got a removal spell, but this is the way to do it, I think. Hit me. Oh. Wow, he doesn't have another removal. Oh, he waited that last second. That was bold. But I still think we're well and truly ahead. We discard these last 2 lands to get back a Haunted Dead, bring back our Scrapheap Scrounger, and then draw another 3 cards. This is just going nuts here. This is just murdering this pure control deck. I'm glad I didn't end this game when I could have. This deserved to go on longer. And I did it. No, he exiled Mother, Prize Amalgam, so we'll bring you back, discard you 2. Then we will jump to you. We will exile you. And then gonna draw another 3 cards. We can crew a copter as well. This is just disgusting gameplay. Yeah. Like I said, I can't play with my keys because I need to trigger the gear borrowery. And there's we don't even put him out his misery. Can we empty our hand? 1, 2. I think we can. Yeah. So we just do it. We're gonna do the style points. Have an empty hand, so we're going to get the shock trigger. Well, thank you for looting for me. His last card was Blessed Alliance, and the AI chose to discard that. That's a very interesting play considering you're on 2 life and you're facing lethal. But yeah, we got there. Very convoluted, but we did in fact get there. And that was glorious. Like I said, this deck is really, really fun to play. Get a bunch of my achievements as well, win 2 matches, extra coins for the first win of the day. I think different ways you can take a game, but I stand by the way I did it. He just didn't find a win condition. Like, he had his Chandra, I killed it, and then it was just nothing from then really. Just a bunch of removal. And if there's one thing this deck does really, really well against, it's removal. That doesn't exile at least, but what can I say? I do enjoy this deck, and I recommend it for fun. I recommend this deck. At the end of the day, a lot of it, like I said, I move on to more of the fun decks rather than the straight up powerful, you know, red-white vehicle sort of stuff, just because they get boring after a couple of games. Speaking of not very good hands, as tempted as it was to keep the Lupin prototype hand, I think this is slightly better, even though it's a mulligan to 6. We don't have any discard again, but at least we have Kaledesh Caravan plus Midnight Oil. So the party's going to get going in some regard, and we are playing someone with Nissa sleeves. Who are we playing? Astros. And we will do battle. So I'm going to get the Aether Hub out there just because I need double black for Midnight Oil. Double Caravan, this is a really weird hand. I can't really seem to get a Haunted Dead very early on, along with like a Lightning Axe. Thermal Alchemist, red colourless Thermal Alchemist. This interests me. I could kill that thing next turn, but I think I'd rather just accelerate my mana and fix it a bit. Where were you last turn? So if we rip a land next turn, we can go second Caravan plus Key the Sea, which would be nice. If not, I might just take this thing out, but you don't see Thermal Alchemist and red colourless, so I'm very, very confused. And as what my opponent is going to do. Matter Reshaper. So we playing like the weirdest aggro deck of all time. I don't know. It boggles the mind. We do rip the land, so let's be. We have 5 mana. I think I'm just gonna go second Caravan, and then keep the city to get our Madness Outlet online. And the sick thing here is we can actually activate that Fiery Tempest, so I'm gonna do that now, so you can't get a second trigger. Not really. I mean, Matter Reshaper I'd like to kill, but I think we can wait on Matter Reshaper. Thermal Alchemist is essentially doing the same amount of damage. Because I mean, this thing's doing like 2 or whatever, and this thing's doing 1. So, and he gets another card from it. So I think we'll wait until we get like Haunted Dead so I can trade off with it. Because it's very hard to kill this thing and be like efficient, but trading off with the Haunted Dead is probably one of the best ways. So we actually haven't drawn a creature this game. I would not mind drawing a Haunted Dead off the top. Red colourless Thermal Alchemist. Like, what spells could you have? Titan's Presence? Not to the slaughter. Is it to the slaughter? No, it's I can't remember the name. We will draw a card here. Tap our colorless and colorless and yeah, I'll do, I guess. That's unfortunate. Couldn't madness this thing out, and then I guess I have to. I could midnight. You know what? I think I'll midnight. I want to draw an extra card, and then next turn we can start killing this stuff. He's passing. He's gonna activate this thing. I'd be fine with that actually. I don't mind looting stuff into my graveyard. Now I realise a lot of guy read sanitariums on the field tonight. Yeah, land can go. And I never really particularly enjoyed this card. Fiery Temper. I don't like giving my opponent the loot as well, and I'm the one who has to pay the mana. I mean, it's not a bad card, but I just feel like it's helping my opponents more than it helps me. And we've got to keep in mind we are taking damage from the Midnight Oil right now, so care must be taken. And a lot of colourless mana as well. He only has one red source. Reality Smash, okay. Avacyn's Judgment. We can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can do for 7 if we rip a land. We can do 4. I mean, we can do 4. Yeah, we can do for 6. So if we rip a land here, we're good. If we don't, things are going to get a bit dicey. Okay, we ripped a land. Perfect. So I think we just have to do this now, or do we do it on his turn? I don't want to get blown up by like a Titan Strength. I think we do it now. We drew our first creature, but it's a bit late. We're on a 3 life. If he has the second Reality Smasher, I'm just going to assume he's the greatest player of all time, and we might as well do it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If he flips up a 3-power creature, I'm just going to assume he's God. We have to discard this. Asylum is nothing we can do about that. Go down to 2 life, yes. Actually, only needs to rip a 2-power creature. Come on. Fiery Temp. Okay, we're dead. Not really too much more depressing that you can flip over there. Weird deck. Weird, like red colourless Eldrazi, but why is I just don't know why Thermal Alchemist is in this deck. You can't actually cast. Yeah, you can cast that with the card I was just shit talking a time ago. Hey, there's a Haunted Dead. We actually take damage off that thing as well. Yeah, he's got us. Bang. Dead. I'm not sure I could have played that better, but I mean, maybe if I killed the Mat Reshape over the Thermal Alchemist, that could have went differently. I don't know. I just didn't draw. I was just way too dirtily hand. I was drawing a bunch of cards, but I wasn't doing anything apart from that. So we are 1-1. Like I didn't draw a creature until that Asylum Visitor like turn 100. So the caravans weren't really doing good on defense or whatever, and then that was just an awkward game. Hopefully we can redeem ourselves versus not another Bob. Not much to say. Not with a hand like this. Not with a hand like this. Tempted to keep. Oh come on! Stop with the 1-landers. Okay, one more chance. Yep, perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better hand. At least our opponent mulliganed for 6, so like technically it's like we only mulliganed to 5. We have the caravan. Like we're gonna have good mana. It's just gonna be a case of what the top of our deck provides us. More land is not ideal. I need like I don't know. We'll see what the top of our deck provides us. Who knows? Maybe we can win a mulligan to 4. Well, that thing is not going to be dying for a while, so that's actually advantageous. We're gonna have 3 mana. Hey, that's actually the best card you could have asked for when you when you mulligan to 4. Salmon, if it lives anyway. Knowing my luck, I'm going to rip a land next turn, or a spell that I can't cast alongside the Visitor. But we're going to have 3, 4, 5 mana, so we can rip that and any 3 mana spell. We should be good. There's some sick god up there laughing at me right now. What have I done? This didn't. I mean, yeah, not even gonna. It's still not over as long as I mean it's not over yet. I'm gonna. Okay, the god is actually a kind deity, and he's actually a kind deity, and he just did that to test my faith, and my faith hath been tested. So we're hellbent now. I'm going to be drawing an extra card at least, as long as he doesn't have a removal spell. But he mulliganed to 6, you know, I mulliganed to 4, he mulliganed to 6. If there's any karmic justice, I should at least get one trigger off from this, just to make the game fairer. You know what I mean? It's just justice. What could he have? Decoration in stone? What else could he have? I'm not blocking, so Gideon's reproach wouldn't do so. Lord, why have thou forsaken me? To come across the double reclamation stage, mulligan to 6, when I have 2 artifacts on the play. Like I said, it's not over yet. We draw 2 cards, so I mean the lands we draw, inevitably, which we're going to draw, they might come into play. See, look at that. Sky Sovereign. If we'd had that caravan, we might have actually been. Oh, if we draw a land. Oh, we can't even cast it. Yeah, we're just. Come on, double reclamation sage. We actually had a legitimate chance of winning this game if we'd been able to Sky Sovereign there. Both in this, like, because we could stop picking off his creatures and like attacking in the air, being able to pick off more creatures. That would have been so good that turn if we'd ripped the land. Gideon, never mind. We need the Sky Sovereign on the field as soon as possible. And not really worried about his mana acceleration at this point. Like our only win condition is Sky Sovereign, and I mean we're getting beaten down fairly fast here as well. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure we can get there. Land off the top. Okay, as expected. All according to plan. And you know what? I'm actually going to attack with this 3-2. Because he's going to get... I might as well get rid of that Primal Druid while I can. I don't care if he gets more mana at this point. He looks like he's a fairly aggressive deck. So he's going to get his value eventually, and that allows like us to... these 3 drops to become more powerful. I'm saving the Sky Sovereign on defense, obviously. It's like we can kill his Gideon next turn, pick off another creature. So we're not actually out of this yet. I just realised he's Abzan, so maybe I should have. Maybe I shouldn't have given him his free land. But I mean, I couldn't have known that. There's no way I could have known. It's not like he's revealed anything to me that he was black yet. And we're also hellbent again. And he can't play his Gideon, which is interesting. And he's not flipping his Nissa either, so that's just an interesting turn for our opponent. Another Primal Druid. Okay, I might actually start playing defense here. We're going to draw another card though. We can pick off his Nissa, attack him for 6. He's not attacking. Okay, that's bizarre. He should absolutely be attacking there. Kaledesh. We're going to win a mulligan to 4. I've decreed it. Because he can't trade off here because I'll get zombies. I'm actually going to leave the Kaledesh on defense. I want the life linker. But we actually, I mean, I'd almost go as far as say we're favourites here. This is amazing. We mulliganed to 4, and he had double reclamation sage for our 2 caravans. Oh god, I mean we're not won yet. He's got Gideon, but we can kill his Gideon with Sky Sovereign, pick off another creature, get another zombie. He's gone. I should have took the win, but I genuinely want to see if I can pull this off either way. But I've already won this game because he conceded. But I genuinely want to see if the deck could win against an opponent who's going to be, let's say, a bit more considerate of us. The magic gods tested my faith early on in this game, but that's why you don't rage quit a mulligan to 4, ladies and gents. That is why you don't rage quit a mulligan to 4. We don't have double red, so we can't actually play. Actually, no, that courier doesn't even cost red mana. Although, look at that, the game decides it wants to cost red mana. We do this. Then we accrue the Dealt with you two, I think. No, I think we just crew with the asylum. Actually, no, because that trades off with everything. I don't know how I want to do this, actually. I'm just going to do it like this, and then we can... I think we fiery temper you, make a bunch of zombies, and then we can point you at you, and then you four at his face. Actually, I'll leave the 1-1 back, because I can just eat it with the thingy, and then we will point the damage at... You two want to make another zombie, and then... Okay, this quickly became one of my favorite games of Magic. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that trade. I mean, he has to play Planar Outburst, and if he plays a Planar Outburst from what I've seen from his deck, I will not be a happy camper. Let's put it that way. No, actually, if he plays Tragic Arrogance or Planar Outburst, I'm generally going to be the most annoyed person in the world. There's no way he's running it. He's got Gideon, Primal Druid, Death Guy. He could have it. He's going to have it. Okay, he has Obnixilis. I kind of baited myself into pure abject panic there. But that's the thing with random people on the ladder, they always carry sweepers. I'm playing an elf deck that went 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. I've got turn 4 Languish all the time. But our opponent is dead here. I can't think of a single card that gets him out of this. And Blister Pod, powerful card though it may be, is not going to be that card. We get to even draw an extra card here, which is nice. Lupine Prototype to save the day, being able to crew the Sky Sovereign by itself. So, we're just going to point everything at his face here. I'm not too worried about that. I think he's just dead. I mean, no. Why won't the Dragon Click work? There we go. Just kill the Blister Pod. Doesn't. I mean, I should have pointed it at his Obnixilis, I guess. But I think at this point we have earned our lackluster play here. And then I'll just see what we draw off this. Keep the city nice. Easy. Just easy. Oh god. Just, like I said, it's just standard, just easy victories. I mean, we weren't pressured at all that game. That's probably one of my most favourite games of Magic I've played in recent memory. And, well, all I have to say is thank you guys for watching, and thank you Socur for your deck. Again, check out his channel. It's in the description, and on that bombshell, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you later.